Hello everyone. Nice to meet you. Welcome to the Spanish Open Evening. That's great to see you. Lovely to see you all. And I hope to explain to you in 20 minutes what we do in Spanish and here as well. Okay. Thank you very much. I'm just going to share my screen. So, why is it important to learn Spanish? Why is it important to choose Spanish? Well, Spanish is a language spoken by almost 480 million native speakers. It opens the world to a whole new continent, as you can see here. It opens the world to Mexico, Guatemala, El Salvador, Argentina, Paraguay. So it opens lots of opportunities for business, lots of opportunities to make friends, lots of opportunities to enlarge whatever project you have in your life. Okay, so that's one of the very strong reasons to learn Spanish. It opens an entire continent for your aspirations. What do you do in Spanish A levels? Well, in year one, basically we learn aspects of the Spanish society, artistic culture in the Spanish world, and you also study a film. In aspects of the Spanish society, we learn about different aspects of the Spanish current affairs, especially related to cyberspace, changes in the family, like the homosexual, gay marriage law, women under Frankism, equal rights in Spain. As regards artistic culture in the Spanish world, we learn about modern day idols, which are the celebrities in the Spanish world, Spanish regional identity, one of the favorites of my students, because we learn about Spanish different cultures, like Catalan, Basque, Galician, and how Spain is a country with thriving cultures, multicultural country, and all the immense cultural heritage from the Arabs, from the Romans. And you also study the film Volver by Pedro Almodóvar, which our students really enjoy. It gives you a really nice glimpse into Almodóvar's world, and at the same time into Spanish society and culture. So what do we do in year two? In year two, it gets a bit more interesting, more political, more social. In year one, as I said, we learn more about culture, also gastronomy and dances, identity. But in this year, in year two, we learn about issues of immigration in Spain and Latin America, monarchies and dictatorships, popular movements, political attitudes of the youth. It's very, very interesting. Students find it really engaging because it's actually based in real life. So we deal with immigration, racism, also the Spanish medieval coexistence of religions. So that's really, really engaging. In year two, we also study a novel, Ramón J. Senda's Requiem por un campesino español, or Requiem for a Spanish peasant, which is one of the most important novels in Spanish history and in Spanish literature, needless to say. And it really, really gives you a glimpse into the Spanish Civil War. It gives you a really deep perspective into what Spanish society is like, and also very much still is connected with current affairs in Spain. So it's really, really interesting. So you also have to choose your own independent research project in year two. Basically, this is something, any aspect of Hispanic world that you really would like to do a bit more research, and then this would be part of your oral grade at the end of year two. And you will have to do 2 minutes oral exposition in front of an examiner, and then the examiner will engage in an 8 minutes sort of discussion chat with you. This is for me one of the most fascinating aspects as a teacher of year two, because then you see how everything the students have done for these 2 years flourishes in their own research. Some students went to research about Picasso, some students went to research about narco drugs in Colombia. One student did one about Maradona, the football player. Another one did his research project about Salvador Dali or Frida Kahlo. Any aspect, or anorexia in Spain. So any aspect of the Spanish society and culture will be welcome, and as I say, it's a pleasure to see how students grow reveal the growth in Spanish through these interesting chats with them. There we go. This is a bit of the pictures of Spanish culture. We have Machu Picchu, we have Castellers here, we have Franco, well, politics, La Sagrada Familia, food, of course, food. What skills will you gain in Spanish A levels? Number one, very important, independent learning. Let's not forget that this is a preparation course for university, where you have to develop strong independent learning skills. You have memory skills, organization skills, and revision skills. That will be crucial, especially organization, as you will have 3 or 4 subjects that you will have to put your papers and your notes, folders, organize your time, organize your papers, as said. Revision skills, how to revise successfully, how to revise efficiently. We will help you with that. Other linguistic skills you will develop fluency and confidence in speaking. We have a foreign language assistant that will help you every week to speak and to develop your fluency. Writing with accuracy with all the essays that we're going to write. Develop reading comprehension of all types of text. We do that in class all the time. Summarizing, reading and listening skills, and improving and organizing the content of written work. What do we do in the lessons? Our lessons are highly interactive. We have group activities, lots of speaking, lots of pair work and work for groups of 4, lots of exam practice, lots of presentations. So it's very, very interactive and dynamic. It's not at all a lecture-based lesson. It really is a lesson in which you are encouraged to participate, make it very dynamic. We like it very dynamic here. Lots of speaking, lots of participation. So our students really good fun, really good fun. But also, importantly, you also have support in Spanish. You are not alone. If you're struggling, we have support for independent study. We have a Modern Languages SharePoint page. You can find lots of information about Spanish links to audios, writing, helpful marking and assessment. We have excellent resources on the library shelves, and we have a Modern Languages resource room where you can have access to a lot of resource to practice your listening, your writing. And we also have face-to-face support with weekly support workshops. Whenever you have a question down, you're struggling a little bit with the grammar, you have workshops where we clarify and we strengthen the weaknesses. And we also have extension lessons about literature, Spanish literature. So whatever, in year 2, there are many moments in which you can be very high at one point, and then your experience a low, and then a high. So there are different moments, in 2 years in which students go through different phases. So for whatever phase you are in, we always offer help and support at all times. As I said, we also have conversation lessons. Once a week, students have a 30-minute compulsory conversation lesson, small groups with a native speaker language assistant, which is Spanish. And students greatly benefit from that. It's fantastic. In conversation lessons, students put in practice the content that they have learned in the lessons, and they are encouraged to speak and to make mistakes and have fun with the Spanish. And so their confidence is boosted greatly. How is this going to be assessed? Well, there are 3 papers, paper 1, paper 2, and paper 3. Paper 1 consists of listening, reading, and writing. Basically, you have to manipulate listening material, writing material in different ways, in different tasks, in different exercises, summarize text, translate, retrieve information, okay, for a duration of 2.5 hours. Paper 2, you have to do a writing, which is an essay on either it's an essay on the book and an essay on the film, okay? This is one critical essay of the film studied in year 1 with a choice of 2 questions, one critical essay in the book studied in year 2 with a choice of 2 questions. You have 2 hours for that. And in paper 3 is the speaking, which usually consists in a speaking card, which you engage in a discussion with your examiner, and then the independent research project, which, as I said before, consists in 2 minutes presentation and 8-10 minutes discussion about your project with an examiner. So we are a very dynamic and active department. I mean, there have been many events in Spanish department. We had in 2019 students in the department raise money for Medicine Sans Frontières. In October 2019, Dr. Alexander Sanson presented a workshop about medieval Spain and Spanish in Garcilaso. February 2020, upper 6 years took part in the regional debating competition, and we won the debate in 2019. March 2020, we had the exchange in Santander. I will explain now about it. In April 2020, Professor Felipe Schueri from the Modern Languages Faculty of the Cambridge University offered an online workshop. And very recently, we've had a webinar about Reiki por Campus Español that our students really enjoyed and found very useful. So, the exchange is one of the most exciting parts of doing Spanish. If you want, you can take part in the exchange and spend some time, 1 week, in Santander. Okay. Regrettably, this last year has to, for obvious reasons, was different because of COVID. So what we did is we partnered with a school, Instituto de la Bericia, and we paired up students online. But in March 2020, just before COVID broke up, we had a fantastic experience in Santander. 21 students, but they spent time with the family, and they knew the life of a Spanish high school. They met friends for life. They ate Spanish food. They really enjoyed it. It was a fantastic experience. Students really love it. It's really living the memories forever. Okay, so this is one of the most exciting and interesting parts of doing Spanish. This road. So we are very successful. Department staff and students' performance, 81% of our students get A, between A stars and Bs. This year, we have to say in Spanish, we have no Ds and no Es. So the lowest grade was Cs. So that's a success. I'm very proud of that. So we really do a very good job here. And then it's 100% get between A star and E, but the national pass is 99%. So the numbers are high, and we're very demanding, but we're also lots of fun, very supportive and very helpful. And what can you do with your Spanish? Many things. The Spanish pairs up very well with anything you want to do. We've had students who've gone into marine biology, as you can see here. Why? Because she went to study in Latin America, to do that marine biology in Latin America. So she had all that Spanish help her open up that world for her and massively help her communicate with people there. So it's just an example of how easily can Spanish be helpful. So you can do Spanish, Portuguese, and Latin. You can do American studies, German and Spanish, modern languages, international relations, politics, economics, anything that you want to do. Spanish will always be an addition because it will open up, as I say, it will open up an entire continent. So I finish the same way I started. So Spanish will open up an entire world of 500 million people in Spain and across Latin America. So I really recommend choosing Spanish because you will have fun, you will learn the language that will open doors for you, and you will enjoy a lot with us. So thank you very much. Thank you. It was a pleasure to see you all, and hope to see you at Spanish Road. Bye-bye.